Good morning, Demon Dog Dice, and just going to do a quick practice session. It's going to be crapless today, so feel free to join along, play along, and we'll get things rolling here in a second. Had a little bit of audio issues. Okay. All right, here we go. Get in crap C. Pull that up. All right. Actually, I'm going to be doing it. Yeah, I'll do it like this. That's all right. Won't be able to see comments throughout the thing here, but we'll get her started. Okay, go up 555 and do this. Okay, all right. Well, Brian's got a show, so just wanted to get some practice in. Crapless. See what we can do. All right, good luck to you. Hopefully, I can throw some decent rolls. All right. I'm out with a 2112. Hey, Jim. All right, aces. Good start for crapless. Also a bad start for crapless. All right, got extremes. All right. I got a 15-second timer, so should be plenty of time there once I get my bet set. And so don't feel rushed. You got 15 seconds. So. All right, here we go. Be nice to get a buckshot. Two, 1, 1, 2. Dice rock. Here's a 3, 1, 4. 3, 1, 4. Okay. All right. Mark that. Rolling. All I'm doing is playing the extremes in the 6 and 8. Hopefully we get some hits in there. Build out from that. All right, dice are out. 2, 1, 1, 2. There's a 2, 4, 6. That's one hit. One hit. Okay. Now, what am I going to do? I think I'm going press the 6 and 8. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Welcome, Uncle Hoku. Good luck to you, sir. All right, here we go. Dice are up. Hard 6. Yeah, good. I'm glad I pressed it. Came a hard way. All right. So I'm going to press that up to 10. Hard 6. And I'm going to go up to 90. There we go. All right. Dice are up. Five, 3, 8. All right. So 5, 3, 3, 5, 8. 10. Welcome, Steve. Good luck to you, sir. A little crapless practice. Dice are up. That's a 6, 2, 8. I'm going to regress. Go down to $15 level. There we go. There we go. All right. Dice are up. 2, 1, 1, 2. Boxcars. Right after I regress. That's not good. Oh well. Would have been nice at a $35 I had on it. Oh well. Mark to 12. Okay. Dice are out. Hard 4. That was a good shot. That looked good. That's our second 4. Put a little money on that. Put a little money on that. Okay. dice are out. The new number, it's a 369. Need it. All right. Let's put a hard dollar on the hard 4. Okay. All right. All right, dice are out. Sticking with the 2112. Another train of coming. Boxcars. We'd like to see that on a Crapless table. We'll take that. All right. Go up to 100. Go up to 100. See if we can get the aces. That's what we need to get. Get off that bad point. Right. Dice are out. Three, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. Very interesting. Very interesting. Righty. All right, here we go. Dice are up. Aces. Frontline winner. There we go. That's good. Glad I could get that one. All right. Get your bet set. Oh, and I didn't have my odds on there the way I wanted it. Well, it is what it is. We're going to stick with the 2112. It's worked thus far. Appreciate it, Uncle Huku. Sometimes a blind squirrel finds a nut. All right, coming out 2112. Here's a 459. 4599 is the point. All right. Oop, forgot the KPI there. All right, we're back up. All right. Go to 35 on the aces. 20 on the odds. Okay. Here we go. Hit 5. All right. All right, dice are out. Sticking with the 2-1-1-2. There's a 5-1-6. We'll take that one. All right. Take the 6 and 8 up to 30 each. All right. 2-1-1-2. Dice are out. Felt bad in my hand. Should have reset. 5-2. Kind of funny how that works. 5-2. Should have made some money though with that. Okay. Get that set. Couldn't throw a 3 or an 11 or a 10. All right. Not a bad roll. See if we can do better this time. All right. Here we go. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it, buddy. All right. We're going to come out with a 2-1-2-3. Coming up. Rolled over the puck. 4-3. 4-3. All right. Pete. Excuse me. All right. Try her again. Left eye was off axis. All right, here we go. Coming out. Ace deuce. Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? That's the point. Wouldn't you know it? All right. Okay, so we're going to go on the extremes, 6 and 8. And I was hopping the ace deuce. I got paid on that a little bit. Mark. Okay. All right, here we go. Two, 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, that was a good shot too. 3-4. That was a heck of a shot. Just bad landing. That was what I was afraid of, but not good. All right. Put it in the past. Muscle through this. All right. 2, 1, 2, 3. I don't think it was a bad shot, but we're going to do it one more time. I felt good with it. All right, here we go. 2, 1, 2, 3. Coming up. There's a 4, 2, 6. That left die is going off axis. And that's been consistent even on the bad roll. So keep an eye on it. And going on extremes. And I am going to do 5, a 4 and a 5. I'm going 100 each on those. All right, here we go. 2, 1, 2, 3. Keep forgetting the KPI there. 4, 2, 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Here's a 5, 4, 9. Okay. On axis, that's good. That's what I was hoping for. So I tend to throw, if I'm on at 4, 5s, and 9s with this set, which you would think, given kind of if you were staying on axis. All right. 2, 1, 2, 3. Sticking with it. Here we go. That's right. On axis. 2, 5. All right. 6. All right. Got to come off of it. Wasn't, again, not a bad roll. Bad outcome. All right. Putting myself in a hole here. Again, this is practice, folks. So I'm going to not jump around with dice sets. Whatever I start with on that roll is what I'm going to continue. Go to a 4, 2, 5, 6. All right. Here we go. Coming up. Six, 2, 8. Yep. All right. So left eye is off axis. I am going to do the 10, the 8, and the 4 starting out. 6, 2, 8. Okay. All right. Cross my fingers. Hopefully we can get some good results. Again, not shooting poorly. So I'm happy with the mechanics thus far. I'm more on axis than I'm not. Nice round. Here's a 628. Come on. Here we go. All right. Oh, I forgot to put my puck. Oh, well. It's off now. All right. That's frontline winner on the 8. And 100 and odd, so that's good. That helps cause. All right. Press pass line, a nickel. $4 horn. See what we can do. All right. Sticking with the 4256. All right. Coming up. Crossed on me. Hard 8. Another 8. All right. All right. All right. Nice round. Sequence 4256. Right die was off axis on that. Here's a 145. Don't necessarily get those with this dice set, so a little off. All right. 145. All right, here we go. 4256. Dice are up. Boxcars. Don't have anything on it. Hear the train a coming. It's needed though for the ATS. So folks that are on the extremes, glad I could help you. All right. I think I'm going to go on the extremes for one unit each. Well, $15 worth. 16. 16. Some of the casinos, at least one of the casinos you play at in Crapless, they make you do a $16 bet instead of 15. Not everybody's like that. That's down in St. Louis at the Hollywood. All right, here we go. That's right. Yo! Had a feeling I was going to get that one. I didn't want to jinx myself. All right. That's getting interesting. Make my 12 look like 35. Okay. All right. All right. I hit the 3 with the 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to that, like I said. So at least I can throw the other two extremes. All right, here we go. Dice route. 4, 2, 5, 6. Hard 10. Go right down the row. There we go. So we're going to go on the 4 and the 10. Back on the 8. We're going to build out from there. Mark that 10. Very interesting. All right, here we go. Dice route. Here's a 4, 2, 6. 4, 2, 6. All right. Here we go. Dice route. Hard 8. Frontline winner. And I forgot my hard 8. I've gone it. Oh well. Took down my hard ways. Update the KPI. Press the pass line. All right, here we go. Sticking with the 4, 2, 5, 6. All right. Nice route. Here's a 3, 2, 5. Dropped out of my hand there a little bit. All right. I need to get back up on that 8. So got us a new number. Okay. Point is 5. Nice route. There's a 10, a 4, 6, 10, some kind of Larry. That'll pay us. All right. Okay. Let's get the next door neighbor. 4, 2, 5, 6. Dice are out. Surprised I haven't thrown a 4 yet. Usually 3 or 4 with this set. Yeah, it's not a 4. It's 2, 5, 7. Came back a little too hard. All right. Hope you made some money. Had a couple extreme hits in there. Repeaters on the 8 and the 10. All right. So not too bad. I did pretty good with that 12 roller, that dice set. So, all right. And I'm going to do KPI here. Let's see. Time is it? 9:30. Probably do one more shooter. Whatever, 15 minutes, whatever. All right. So let's do. Well, no, I guess I can go to the top of the hour. Yeah, I'll probably go to 10 o'clock. That's what I'll do. All right. ATS have been hitting around the ATS, not on it yet. See what we can do. Okay. So I want to change this up to a 5, 6, 2, 3. It's a newer set that Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. It's a new set that I'm doing. Been messing around with 5, 6, 2, 3. It's all George working with the sheesh on this. Coming out. Hop, 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 hop. That is a 4, 6, 10. Now, if I tend to throw 5s with it, so we'll see what we come up with. I am going to go to the extremes, though. And a 6 and 8. And we're going to leave it at that. $2 each on the hard 6 and 8. All right. Hopefully we can get us a good roll. Who's hopping the 9? All right, here we go. Nice drop. Boxcars. Hear that train a coming around the bend. That's my 4th 12 I've thrown today. That does pretty good for the old bank account. I am going to regress. Sticking up with the extremes, the 6 and the 8. Okay. That was a 6, 4. 4, 6, 10, and a boxcars. A little bit behind on the KPI, but oh well. All right. Dice are out. 5, 6, 2, 3. Hard 8. Oh, I forgot my dang hard 8s again. When I regress down, I keep forgetting to go back up on the hard way. Oh well. Oh well. Now we'll go on it. All right. So we're gonna go up to 42 on the 8. All right. 5623. Nice round. There's the 9. There's the 9. Where were you? You were out drinking, is what you were out. You were out partying. You should have been home where I could knock on your door there. All right. All right. Very interesting. Jonathan, what dice set should you use? Every dice set is different for every shooter. I've been playing since 2020 and practicing, and you can't, when you think about dice influencing, you're not necessarily looking for a sure number that's going to come out there, but if you have a higher frequency that you're hitting, that's what you want to kind of stick with. This one's a newer dice set, so I'm still kind of learning it. 5623. Nice route. Hard 10. Frontline winner. So yeah, it really, you got to know your tendencies. It's kind of complicated when you try to explain to other folks if they haven't really kind of practiced with it. And again, if that's what you believe. But I think as far as me, I try to reduce as many 7s on axis. So you're going to have at least 2 7s on axis. But if you split it up, so the 4 2 5 6, so you got the 4 6 in there, that kind of reduces it. So that's just my thought process on it. But I'm not an expert. Not like some of the other guys have been playing for a long time. But good question. Don't have the practice in. Been playing about 8 months. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm doing now is, apart from practicing, I'm recording my roles and other roles in the casino. And if it's going with the deck set, coming out 5623. 639 369. If I'm hitting the numbers that I most frequently hit with it, then obviously that's a good sign. So that's what I'm trying to do when I play. Good question. All right. That was a 369. Okay. Yeah, I'm not so much a strategy guy, just because I tried to practice my shooting, but I do have a press schedule. So if I want to limit what I'm doing, go inside versus across, um, I've started working on it, and I'm a low roller, so not like a lot of folks. I just love the game and the challenge of trying to shoot well. All right, dice are out. 5, 6, 2, 3. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. To stay alive. That's one of the numbers I was hoping to hit with this dice set. And that's on axis because my left die is a 2 and my right die is a 3, and it was a 5, 6, 2, 3 dice set. Right. Good there. You know what? I'm going to go up. Okay. Yeah, it's a frustrating game, and it's a rewarding game at times. But glad to see you getting the bug there. All right, here we go. 5, 6, 2, 3. Nice round. There's the 4 that we wanted before. That is a 3, 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. And that's also on axis. 5, 6, 2, 3. So getting good results. That's what I'm looking for there, Jonathan. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of good channels. I mean, if you're coming up on mine, it's because you're probably signed in for a lot of good craps channels out there. Um, Entertainment or educational. I think that's what brought me to the community. Dice route 5, 6, 2, 3. Looking for a 9. There's a 3, 5, 8. There we go. It's pressed to 42. I'm gonna take that hit. 1 for 50. Go back up on the hard ways. All right. We hit a 6. No, we have not hit a 6 yet. Oh, you actually found it on Crapsy. Cool. Wow. Welcome. Yeah. So if you go on the live channel, those definitely are most of the folks that have the larger channels and great content. That it's I started out at 2020, and there were some channels, so it's an evolving thing. 5, 6, 2, 3. Look for 9. Yep, that's it. 5, 2. 5, 2. That's 10 roller there. Yep, couldn't get that. Can't get the last number. So that's 3 opportunities for hitting a side. Can't do it. And I'm not going to lay just a $5 bet, especially since I'm still up. So, all right. It's probably the last shooter. I hope. Hope it's not a quick one. So, all right. So we've done the 5, 6, 2, 3. It may be the last shooter. I'm gonna do a dice set that I at times works for me. Appreciate it, Jim. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan, I think that's what everybody would hope is to get double-digit rolls every time. I mean, they're regardless of what side of the fence you believe on with dice influencing, there's still variables that happen. You're not going to throw the perfect shot every time, and that's where obviously the bad number comes out. All right, I'm going to do a 1, 2, 4, 6. That's where the bad number comes up because again, it's designed to create variables, randomness in your roll with the back wall, the sides coming out. 1, 2, 4, 6. All right, here's a 4, 5, 9. That would have been nice last roll, but oh well. Who's counting, right? Okay. 4, 5. Yeah. All right. So going to go with the extremes. 6 and 8. And $2 on the hard, 6 and 8. All right. 1, 2, 4, 6. Tend to throw 6s and 8s with this, which makes sense. Nice, you're up. There we go. 5, 1, 6. Couldn't throw that last hand. Okay. We are going. We're going to go to 60. All right. 1, 2, 4, 6. Dice are up. Oh my goodness. Kissed each other. 4, 3. All right. We'll do one more roll. Going to do the 3V sets. Still struggling with that roll there. That dice set. All right. Last shooter. We're going to do the 3, 1, 3, 5, 3V. 3, 1, 3. Yeah, it does, Jim. Got caught in that corner. That's part of it. I got to get the heck out of there. All right, here we go. Coming out. 3, 1, 3, 5. Nice rock. Did it again. Getting it right. 2, 4, 6. I'm trying to aim right here, and I'm not doing a very good job. Not a very good job. All right. So I'm down about $100. Extremes in the 6 and 8. Hopefully we can get some hits here. Oh, I forgot my 7 out. 4 3. That was a 2 4. A little rusty on the KPI. I haven't done it in a while. Okay, here we go. 3 1 3 5. 3 1 3 5. Okay. Dice are out. A little short on it. Hit 12. 3 2 5. 3 2 5. Staying alive. Okay. All right, here we go. Last shooter, folks. 3 1 3 5. All right. Nice route. Ace deuce. There's an extreme. Good job. Glad to have you come by and visit a little bit. All right. Press my extremes. 3 and 11 up to 40, and then 35 to the 2 and 12. I'm going to keep it the way it is. All right, so that's 2 odds in a row. Let's see if there's some kind of little something to that. All right, 3 1 3 5. Left eye was off axis. Both were. Here we go. Nice round. Yo! Pressed her up. That'll work. Like that. All right, so where am I at? I'm about $90. I'm gonna collect that. You know what? No. We're going to 100. That's the press. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. 1 3 5. Both die off axis. Don't normally throw horns with this dice set. For me. Nice round. Ah, that's it. 3 4 that hit off the side. Thought we had something good going there. Unfortunately, we did not. All right. Let's look over to see the standings in Crapsy here real quick. Looks like it's Super Miser with 1,500. You got Antonio with 355, Hugh Oregon at 118, Badger 116, Moxon at 65, and then everybody else was in the red. Last shooter tends to do that on you. Get a lot of people betting heavy. All right, let's just kind of get an idea. Well, coming in under for the 7. I forgot to fix this. 8s were strong, and then the 2s extremes. So yeah, I mean it wasn't a horrible session. Just a little tough, some bad bounces there. Not the best that I wanted there, but with that, I appreciate you joining in, and have a great rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you next time. Okay, take care.